Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. And did the CW verse just edit out Ruby Rose's Batwoman? Did they just scrub her out of the show? It turns out they did. Now, look, I had to go check this myself because it came in from Screen Rant, and I'll be honest, sometimes Screen Rant's okay, but a lot of times they're also clickbait. But to Screen Rant's credit, and to the author here, Andy, good job. You got it correct. This is true. I'm so glad I went and checked this out because, guys, this is nuts. Why did they didn't have to do this. This just only confirms the reports I've had that they hate her. That if you guys haven't watched my videos on why Ruby Rose is really out of Batwoman, I highly encourage you to go check it out. I had a crew member, 150%, 200% vetted this person who was a crew member on Batwoman who spoke out about what really went down and how she scammed the producers. I will put those at the end of this video if you want to watch that next. Make sure you click that at the end. But so yes, this is absolutely true. So I went and checked Screen Rant's report here, and here is the clip. Now when they put the Superman and Lois episode, it was a 2-hour episode, but it was really actually only an hour and a half, and they had a little sort of filler at the end, and this was that filler. It's still up on CW-verse, but check CW.com. But check this out.
The DC bench is so deep.
Boom! Look at that. That was quick, right? Now that was quick. But Andy, what was that a big deal? Well, here's the original one. There's the original one. Wah wah. There it is in its full motion. How they did it. That was for Oliver Queen's funeral scene, and I put it up here so I could watch it again slower with you guys. Look at this.
DC bench is
the CC bench is stacked. Stacked except for Ruby Rose, who they've now removed from all, I guess, future clips. This is insane. Look at that. Look at that. That's insane. Now, what I can't figure out is, did they shoot a version without her? Like, did she leave and they came back and like, all right, do one without Ruby? Like, is it that intent, or did they actually like go and roto her out? I mean, this wouldn't be that hard to roto out when you look at the two. Like, he's standing in the same spot, which is what's crazy, right? So when you look at the original here, look at the line through his legs, right? And then she's over here in this puddle, and she's near the yellow. And so then we go here, she's still over in the yellow, and the line has been moved over. The whole line was moved over. So that to me means because if you look, right, he's on a line, he's on a line. They totally digitally altered that. What they did was they just pushed this over and sort of created. So this wasn't a reshoot. This wasn't a shoot without her, because you can just tell without her this would be shrunker. And no, he's still in the same spot he was. She's in the same spot, but she's moved over. So I think they put this graph. Now that I'm looking at it closely, they put this graphic over probably to help cover up some shadow and some lines there that they just make it a little easier for the graphics person. But yeah, they totally got rid of Ruby Rose. Jesus, man, that's wild. So yeah, as this, I mean, there's not much more Screen Rant calls upon, but yeah, looking at these two images direct, you can see it side by side. They move the whole arrow over. See how the whole arrow just comes, they shrink it over. I'm trying to find where the work is. Photoshop people can probably help me. But yeah, they just push this over, and so they cropped it. But what's wild is they added more. They added like more to the shot. They added like a whole like another window. Maybe it was in 4K so they could get away with that for this shot. But anyway, you can tell they totally edited that work because the square has become shorter. And then you can see it doesn't line up here. See how the line actually there? That's your telling moment. See, they messed up the Photoshop. I was looking for it. Boom, up, boom. So the line should be, somewhere. It should probably go around here, which is what it looks like in the original, right? It goes out. You see the line goes all the way through. But in this one, nope. The line stops at her leg, and then it stops here. So it's a bad photo job. But it wasn't just a photo job, is why I'm so impressed. This was a whole roto thing they did. For a good about a second, I guess. And then they cut to a shot that she was standing there and they removed her. Oh, Ruby. What did you do, Ruby? You really pissed them off. They do not like her. Yet what's so weird is Batwoman, the new one, they literally are making a whole season about finding Kate Kane. Just kill her off if you didn't like her. But no, they can't, because they gotta be nice people, because they're worried. They're worried the audience likes her so much that they can't go against Ruby Rose. Of course they can't go against her. Then people would be upset at them. So it's so interesting to watch how the CW is doing this. And I'm wondering if this will get them flack at all. I mean, it's just, maybe this is a rights thing. Maybe they don't want to have to pay her for clips, but you'd think she'd have already signed those rights over. If you sign a CW contract, you're giving them ownership of everything for promotional materials and so on. So no, this was a personal, this has to have been a personal choice that they want to sort of disassociate themselves from her. But to go in and edit her away from the show, like, who cares about this shot? It's like a 1 second shot on the world, and they decided, you know what? We can't have her in this show anymore. Let's just take her out. Just take her out. But you know that's going to cost, like, just do it. Just get someone to scrub that out, scrub her out. Now, will this will be telling us, will they be doing this further? Now with Superman and Lois coming in, like, this shot's far less effective. Like, this was, and it looks, you can tell, like, it looks empty. It's noticeable. You're like, why is there so much stuff on the left-hand side of this frame? But that's how bad they don't like her. That's how bad they're upset. And it's not because of, it's because of this. It's because she totally lied. And I totally encourage you, if you haven't yet watched that, I'll put it again at the end of the video, what she did and how this crew member sort of talks about how she treated the crew, but not only that, but sort of lied about her injury to get the insurance, which part of me is like, well, I guess she wanted to make sure she got the insurance, but then lied about it and used it publicly for her own gain while an actual crew member got hurt. And that's really where the crew got upset. But she just wasn't, look, at the end of the day, she clearly wasn't ready for a TV show, didn't know what she signed up for in the cold Canadian weather, etc. But she totally scammed those producers, and now the producers, like, clearly don't even want to see her. So now maybe the Post doesn't even, I don't know, they've made it so they don't even want to see her, that they've scrubbed her out of the show. That's about as intense as it gets. Did Screen Rant offer anything else here? Yeah, no, I mean, this was, again, but I didn't watch the whole clip, but yeah, everyone else shows up. Javicia, I don't know how to say her name. The new Batwoman, Miss Leslie. She's in the clip. They interviewed her. I saw a quick part of that when I was looking for this clip. She's in it. A lot of people are in this clip. The CW version, I got to be careful because it has ads, but Geoff Johns is there. they left. Oh my God! They left Geoff Johns in. Ray Fisher, yay Fisher. Geoff Johns is in this, but Ruby Rose, you're out of here. Oh man!
Stories that are very relatable to us, and
he's back, guys. He's not leaving. How amazing! They left him in. And for those of you out of the loop, Geoff Johns they've been trying to let Geoff Johns go. Geoff Johns is going to be fired. Geoff Johns is going to be fired is what Ray Fisher has been going against. And it just, the more Ray Fisher tweets, the more ridiculous he looks, because he just looks like sour grapes. Like, well, what happened? Well, you're saying they fired these people. You said you didn't interfere with the investigation. It's all over. Yet this is the man you've been going against so hard, and here he is, talking about their latest hit show, which is a great show, by the way. It was an awesome show. I did a review. You can check that out, too. But here they chose not to scrub him out. They didn't scrub Ruby Rose out. I mean, Geoff Johns, but Ruby Rose, get out of here. Oh, my God. WB, man, it's wild what they're doing over there. Well, there you go, guys. I mean, I'm so glad I scrubbed through to find that out, because that says a lot. Says a lot. What do you think? I mean, there's some serious shade being thrown around over there. Clear, some subliminal and not so subliminal shade over there. If you like this kind of coverage and you haven't already subscribed, maybe you'll do it today. Thanks so much. Hit that button. Hit the all alerts. That way YouTube actually notifies you. Smash that like button and leave a comment down below. Do you think there's shade going on here? What do you think's more egregious, keeping Geoff Johns in or keeping Ruby Rose in? I mean, they must not be worried about Geoff Johns. Knowing they did this investigation, he's still there. He's now a talking head on the behind-the-scenes making-of piece about Superman and Lois, their new star show. They could have cut him out of this sizzle. They didn't need to have him in it. And they absolutely didn't need to do this. Like, who cares? Who would have noticed? It's an old clip. They're talking about her on the show. Kate Kane exists in the Batwoman show still. They're spending all the season looking for her. Spoiler alert, she's dead. They're not bringing her back, clearly. I guess maybe they were thinking about it, but guys, if they're scrubbing her out of the show, she's not coming back. Tell me what you think down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on Popcorned Planet.